before I start the diversion head work, some important point about guidance and spurs should be known. That is, that point is very useful at the time of construction of diversion head work. So, some important point about guidance is screen is visible. Guidance and spurs. So, guidance and spurs is classified on the basis of its alignment. So it may be built either perpendicular to the bank line or they may be inclined upstream or downstream. Okay, so see this figure. This is the base of river, and this show the river width. This is the direction of flow. This is the upstream. This is the downstream. Okay, here is the left bank. This bank is the left bank. And this bank is the right bank. Okay. Guidance is constructed at here along its length but perpendicular direction. At the right bank, at the base of the right bank, and flow is moved through this one. Flow is moved through this one. So this guidance is also discussed earlier. Ordinary or normal guidance. So a guidance pointing upstream has the property of repelling the flow. This type of guidance is repelling the flow. Property is repelling the flow and away from it, away from the guidance. Okay, and a scarce force caused by the formation of vertical eddies are developed away from the bank. Here is the eddies form. This portion is the away from the bank. Okay, away from the right bank as well as left bank. So this is in repelling nature. So this guidance also can repelling guidance. Repelling guidance. Repelling guidance. Second is the attracting guidance. So on the other hand, a guidance pointing downstream, the properties of attracting the flow towards it. Okay, flow towards it, left bank. So for this bank, it is called attracting guidance. So see the figure. This is the flow river bed of the stream, downstream, left bank, right bank. And guidance is constructed here. Okay, and flow is converted in this way. And here a square hole is created at this point. Square hole is created, and this angle may be 60° to 80°. 60° to 80°. Okay. So in an attracting guidance, a square holes are developed near the bank of the river as compared to those in repelling guidance. Okay. In repelling guidance, square hole is away from the bank, and in attractive guidance, the square hole is near the bank. Water current as well as a square hole near the bank and make it more susceptible to damage, and they are generally not used. So attracting guidance generally not used. So for the construction of diversion work, if it is required, if guidance is required, then we construct only repelling guidance or normal or ordinary guidance. So the guidance is generally aligned either perpendicular to the bank or pointing upstream. The perpendicular alignment is generally used on convex bank, and the upstream pointing alignment is generally used on concave bank. Okay, and where is the erosion? Erosion is on scoring or silting is held on the concave side or convex side is already discussed. So when the length of an upstream pointing guidance is small, in that case, it changes only the direction of flow without repelling the flow. It is then that condition of guidance is called deflecting guidance. Deflecting guidance. So, what is the condition for deflecting guidance? Upstream length of upstream pointing guidance is small, and it change only direction of flow without repelling flow. Okay, so deflecting guidance is instead of repelling guidance. In that condition, repelling guidance called deflecting guidance. These are the some important point for about guidance that is used at the time of diversion head work. So the repelling guidance are generally found to serve the desired results, provided the properly located with due regard to their positioning in relation to the meander length. Okay. So it is also desirable to test their performance in hydraulic model before constructing them in actual field. So guidance also may be constructed either singly or in series, also depending upon the need where guidance is required. When constructed in series, they are more effective, as well as it create a pool of almost still water, all of them. So condition for guidance construction. Guidance construction. Guidance may be constructed either single and also in series. Okay, as per requirement. Okay, either single as and in series as per requirement. But when constructed in series, they are more effective. series guidance are more effective than single one. Okay. And single guidance is neither a strong enough to deflect the current nor quite effective for seed deposition. So single guidance is not more useful. So single guidance is neither for current repelling and as well as silt deposition. Neither current nor silt deposition. Current deflect. Neither current deflect and also not silt deposition. Okay, so this is the difference between single and series guidance construction. Clear to everyone? This is clear to everyone? So length of guidance depend upon the position of existing bank line and also design or expected bank line for trained river. Okay. जो भी हम लोग रिवर का ट्रेनिंग करें उसके लेंथ पे एज वेल एज डिपेंड्स ऑन द लेंथ ऑफ द रिवर एंड expected bank line of the river. So in that case, best result can be obtained by starting with a shorter length and to extend the groins gradually as the silting between them proceed. And also one point is important, erosion of the opposite bank caused by shifting of water should be anticipated and allowed for whenever it is necessary. So erosion can be allowed on opposite bank. Erosion on opposite. Spacing of guidance is also important. So spacing is depends upon the type of bank where the guidance is to be located and also the width of river and types of guidance is constructed. So a spacing of guidance depends on different factors. First factor is the types of bank. Second is the width of rivers. Third is the types of influence. So So if larger spacing is required for locating buoyance on convex bank and a smaller one for concave bank. So types of bank for concave bank. For convex, larger spacing required. And for concave, smaller spacing required. For concave, a smaller spacing required. So marginal embankment, guide bank and buoyance are very important. Construction is done at the time of diversion headwork. But also it is properly constructed at the bank of the river or near the river. Okay, this is clear to everyone. So next is the component